What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy BigJusLaFlare. We at the LaFlare Lounge with it now, man. You know, one thing I like about these public high-profile cases, because I don't want nobody to go to jail, but, you know, people do things, and if you do the crime, you got to do the time, especially if you out here committing murders and shit, then, you know, it's all off the table. I don't care nothing about you. But what I will say is that these cases are exposing how it affects your family, how it affects all the loved ones. But what we do have to do in this particular situation I'm about to show y'all is that sometimes you got to hold your loved ones accountable for the actions of you. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, let's go share the screen real quick. Now, let me first say this. We're going to get to the point I'm trying to make. This is for all the people who are saying that Gunna didn't tell. Maybe Thug had something to do with him taking the plea. He got this master plan. Or the people that's saying, Young Thug just ended the case himself. He didn't snitch on nobody. This is how Young Thug's case, this is how Gunna's case affects everybody, right? He was one of the first people to plea out. And I ain't saying he necessarily wrong. I'm a civilian. So for me, it is what it is. This is for all you street niggas that's trying to be part of the streets right here. Young Thug is supposed to be the head honcho. This is Young Thug's lawyer saying that people are taking deals, sweet plea deals, to snitch on Young Thug. He's the head honcho. He's the most famous person out of everybody. And this is what we get.
So if somebody gets arrested and gets in trouble and they want a deal, law enforcement officers are all too eager to say, well, tell us about Mr. Williams. Is he involved in this? What do you know about him? That's the problem with this case. It's coming from the word of people who are getting deals to say, yeah, he was there, or I saw him around, or he gave the order, or I heard from someone else he gave the order. That's what this case is about. You're not going to hear any confession of Jeffrey Williams.
So every time there is a potential link to anything, his name comes up.
When you target a human being who's so well known, and you make it so easy for the other person to say, oh, you mean I could be released from this location that I don't want to be? All I have to say is, I know something about Jeffrey Williams. That's pretty scary.
Exactly my point. So y'all can believe Gunna's lawyer all you want. His best interest is Gunna. He's not going to tell y'all the truth. But as y'all seen, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what the whole YSL is saying. And it's coming back on Young Thug. Now, George Cheedy, popular journalist in Atlanta, right? He puts here, my read here is that the DA will deal with, my read here is that the DA will deal out almost everyone else if it means improving their chances of convicting Young Thug. That means they have a hard on for Young Thug. They want Young Thug under the jail. They're looking at him as the gang lord, the gang leader, the head honcho, the person who's calling all the shots. They want him in jail. Young Thug will not be receiving a plea unless probably the plea is 20 to 30 years. Let's just be honest. They are not trying to give Young Thug a plea, the plea that the rest of these niggas is getting. Duke, Slime Life Shawty, Gunna, none of them he's not getting that plea. Straight up. The operation philosophy as described to me by an ADA is to ask, absent this person, would this crime still happen? If the answer is yes, cut a deal. So basically they saying like, hey, Young Thug calling the shots. These people is low on the totem pole. This crime would still happen if it wasn't for Gunna, if Gunna wasn't there. If Slime Lost Shawty wasn't there. If this person wasn't there. So let's get rid of them. Have them sign a statement, turn state witness. If we need them against Young Thug, if he's foolish enough to actually take this to trial, take these shit to motherfucking trial. If he wants to take this to trial, all his friends is going to tell against him. Now, his friends is hoping that Young Thug got some common sense, and they just hoping that he just goes ahead and pleads out. But you're snitching because you're putting pressure on your own friend. You're leaving him out to hang. Example right here. Before I play this, because the sound gonna go as soon as I play it. Today in court, one of the people who have the RICO, I don't know why they're not saying his name, but this guy right here, he's in the actual YSL RICO case. They have a recorded conversation of his baby mama, and he's supposed to be the shooter. So he done shot people, right? He's supposed to be the shooter. His baby mama is telling him, yo, you got to think about yourself. You got to do this. You got to do that. So let's take a look.
You need to cooperate and do what you got to do to get on up out of there because you have a son.
Yeah.
So you can't be thinking about nobody else or what nobody else got going on. You got to think about you because don't nobody give a fuck about you but you. You can't be thinking about what the folks on. I ain't trying to say, but
Yeah.
you just need to start. You just need to think about MJ. That's all I'm saying. Think about him.
MJ.
And yourself, but you can't be in there.
What you crying for that?
Huh?
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
I'm not crying. I'm not crying no more.
I need you to get that number for me, bro.
You act like you want me to call on three-way or something.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
Okay, I mean, but how would you get the number? Like,
How long do it?
This number. Oh, wait.
Okay, let me say this. Not only is he wrong, of course he wrong. He in jail. He in jail for RICO. You know what I'm saying? But she wrong too. The baby mama wrong too. And I'm gonna tell you why. I get what she trying to say. Like, hey, you got a family. You need to think about your family. I get it. But at the same time, I know you can't make your man stop his actions. Like, you could tell him, hey, I want you out the streets. Please, baby, stop doing what you're doing. But one thing I can tell you is you made the choice to lay down with that man and have a baby. Straight up. You knew what type of life he was involved in before that. So how can you now sit here and be like, you need to think about your family. You need to think about what you're doing. Put your life in danger. Do whatever you need to do. No, you should have thought about that before you decided to lay down and have a baby with him. See, this be the problem. Y'all be having babies with niggas who got street ties. Then when shit get real, it's like you pleading with him over the phone to tell when he probably might not want to tell. So my whole thing is, this will need to be a lesson learned for all the ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it get real. When you get these cases, you got to think about your family. Because we going to look at it like this right here, where it's like, you know what? Damn, bro, I get it. You put your family in a bad position, bro. You need to just go ahead, put it on somebody else. Then you got the Sauce Walker outlook where he's saying, my daughter's going to have to just FaceTime me on one of these good phones. I'm willing to take 30. Now, that's easy to say with Sauce Walker being that he ain't never been in that situation. He ain't never caught no RICO. He talking about he's in an interrogation room. Who cares? But all I'm saying is everybody needs to be held accountable every which way. So I say that to say you need to be responsible for what you do, because the same way that she's saying, you need to think about your family. So basically you think putting it on another family is cool? Putting it, you know what I'm saying? Let's say we put it on Young Thug. He got family too. At the end of the day, your nigga did what he was doing. If he was out here shooting people, he need to go ahead and accept his time. And you need to understand, this is the type of person that you chose to lay down with. Straight up, accept your responsibility. Don't ever do no crimes that you can't do the time for. That's the reason I'm a civilian. I ain't gonna do no time behind no crime. Straight up. So that's the whole point I'm trying to make, man. I'm looking at these comments. People saying, hey, shout out to Glasses Malone talking about, now this was wrong with the black community. I don't know why they posting stuff like this. Now this man family in danger. He shouldn't have never did what he did. Why are we worrying about? That's my boy too that put that up. We could say that his family in danger. He should have never. What danger did he put somebody in when he was shooting them? You know what I mean? Money Man, what it left shawty ass ASAP. Loyalty before dishonor, man. Everybody got a different opinion. Everybody gonna put it out there. All I'm saying is y'all all need to think before y'all do something. That's just my personal opinion, man. Tell me what y'all think down below, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. We out, baby. Boom.
Our Daddy channel. Subscribe for Daddy channel.